Igbo ekelekwa m Igbo ndị ọma njem ọnụ. Enwere vidiyo nchọkwu nnene. Ihe mere nji ewetakarị ụdị ihe anụnwa bụ na the way some of ndị be anyị si take ihe Biafra anụnwa, the way some of ndị be anyị si take ya, ha feel no declare Biafra tata. We are now officially saying since this state 1, state 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is now a Biafran state. Declare hanya ọkụ abụrụ 24 hours. Ihe niile agaba nke ọma, dollar anachiata to 10 naira. All those things. That's their ambition. Ihe mere nji eweta this video ebe kwa unu maa that na ọ bụ na ya control onwe anyị, there is an impending danger. Ya bịanụ. There is impending danger. Because we need to sometimes sit down, analyze ourselves very well. Ka anyị were ihe na-eme n'obodo ndị ọzọ na-edozi be anyị wele ya na-amụta ihe. Ka anyị wele ya mee gịnị na-edozi be anyị na-amụta ihe na this video. Unu for ihe menchi wekwe ihe nkwu tata. Godin.
My last video was about Hisbah in northern Nigeria, and I get to observe that a lot of northerners came and were insulting. A lot said Ankwaya, Dangia. Some were actually saying I don't have the knowledge. Some say I'm speaking from the perspective of I hate Islam. Right? But let's agree on all those perspectives. Let's assume, yes, all you said is truth, is the truth. But let's look at it this way. What is Hisbah? Just like in the comment section, a lot have likened Hisbah to Boys Brigade in Nigeria. Well, on that aspect, I will tell you that is not true. Boys Brigade can be likened to Young Agaji in Nigeria. And do you know what they do? All they do is just basically protect the imams, protect the mosque, just like the Boys Brigade protect the church, and do some matching in regards whenever the party is church service going on. And that is what you can liken it to. But what is Hisbah in Nigeria? Hisbah in northern Nigeria is a political creation to actually pursue the desire of the political Sharia that is created. Do you get it? And that is what Hisbah stands for. And let me show you a classical difference. A classical difference is a simple fact that you never see a Boys Brigade person going to close another business of another person in northern Nigeria, or going outside the boundaries of the church. That is the Boys Brigade. Same with the Agaji. The Agaji boys, you will never see them. It's none of their business. But what is Hisbah actually doing? I think at this point in time, we need to even go into the funding of Hisbah. Who are the ones funding? How does Hisbah gets funded? And what is their activity? Of recent now, I have a lot of videos in regards Hisbah, where they go to hotels that are legitimately registered, owned by people. And all of a sudden, because just like I said, Hisbah was designed to pursue the desire of the political Sharia. And that is what they are doing. And why do I call it political Sharia? Because all the activities of Hisbah so far, their target is mostly in regards the poor. There has never been a situation where Hisbah has confronted the rich ones. If you are hearing me now, I want you to prove me wrong. If there is any, there has never been. And what have they been doing? They look for boys, possibly they say you plait hair or the hair too grow. And they say barb it, or they barb it. And they say it's because you don't know the Quran well. Some subject you to test to go into Malam to teach you about the Quran as a form of punishment, and some actually gets punished at the end of the day. So that is what they do. But let's look at it. Other school of thought actually say that Hisbah is not meant for other people that are not Muslims. But the fact is, their activities with video evidence have proven the contrary, in the sense that they have invaded and they have actually participated in a lot of businesses that are not owned by Muslims, most especially the hotels or whatever. And I want you to have this as at the back of your mind, in the sense that all these things that you perceive that according to Sharia is bad, there is actually a law in Nigeria that curtails and mitigates that, which is drunkenness. There is a law in Nigeria in regards to drunkenness. Prostitution. There is a law in Nigeria in regards to prostitution. So what is expected? You have police in your states, and it's their sole responsibility to checkmate that. Right? But in regards somebody barb hair, way no good, or a plait hair, it's none of anybody's business, sincerely speaking. And that is why the federal government, in its own wisdom, did not make laws against that. Do you get it? And I keep telling people that Nigeria is a secular nation. Secular in the sense that practice, no state should adopt a state religion. But when you talk about this now, they say there's no state that has adopted a state religion. The problem here is because the proponents of this political Sharia have noticed the fact that if they are to push the Sharia head-on to an extent that is directly associated with the government, is going to be tantamount to pursuing state religion. So, to some certain extent, technically, they distance a little bit the Hizbah from the government. But the reality is this: the Hizbah has a direct correlation with the indirect correlation with any government of the state. But have you ever wondered why, despite the preponderance of the fact that they need to pursue morality and ensure morality, when you talk of some of the immoral acts in Nigeria, most of the places you find these things are places, states where you have Sharia. Sharia in reality. You have that, but there's an immoral, there are a lot of immoralities, like drug addiction and a lot of other funny things. You find them in these states where you claim to have Sharia. And just like I keep telling people, Sharia, according to good Muslims, lives in the heart of a good Muslim. It's not influenced by government. Nobody needs to tell you what to do to pursue Sharia. Do you get it? Just like religion, it's a personal belief. You don't need to mandate or compel people. But at any point in time, and looking at it now, look at it. A lot of past head of states have actually come out to talk about the real reason why Sharia was even created. Not for this morality that a lot of uninformed individuals in the north are pursuing, but for political ambitions. And that is why you have this political Sharia and this Hizbah created. But the fact is, I'm not going to waste much of my time talking about this, sincerely speaking, because as a matter of fact, I just believe, let it be to every man according to his own feet. You reap what you sow, all right? If what you are sowing is the right thing, so you will reap it. And kudos to even the creation of state policing. Unlike what Buba Galadima said, no, not even unlike. I agree with him in the fact that state policing will be abused to pursue political aggrandizement or whatever. But I equally believe that this is when we will know who is who in Nigeria, which state is what. People that will use it to pursue Sharia will do it. People that will use it to pursue politics will do it. States that will use it to pursue development, they will all do it. So, but the good thing about the whole thing is the fact that at least whatever you're pursuing is no more going to be a national issue, but it's going to be a localized state issue. So it will save us the stress of one state doing madness and we all come here keep shouting because we believe it affects the nation. At this point in time, it's no more going to affect the nation, but your own state. And any state that decide to allow that to lie, to go, that is to say, that is their desire. And nobody will object that. There are a lot of things that I feel needs to be put in place actually in the spirit of national unity to actually mitigate the abuses that may arise as a result of state policing. But take it or leave it, it's better having it than not having it.